Hey guys, Duckshots here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Rainbow Six Siege tips, how to make you a better player. Let's get this started. Now guys, Rainbow Six Siege is one of the most tactic games out there for any console and PC player. Now, Rainbow Six, guys, is a very difficult game for some newcomers that play Rainbow Six Siege, although this game has been out a year now. But at the end of the day, guys, these are going to be some tips that are going to help newcomers come to Rainbow Six Siege to be able to make them better players. Now guys, self-awareness in this game is obviously huge. You have to be aware of where you're at on certain maps and locations, and you have to be aware of where the enemy's at. So wherever you position yourself is really going to matter at the end of the day. Now guys, it's very, very important to have eyes and ears on this game, because if you do not have eyes and ears, you're not going to do very well. You're not going to perform very well in this game, just because at the end of the day, eyes and ears is one of the most important things in my opinion, because you got to know where they're at, and you got to keep your eyes on, certain objectives to be able to understand where they're at. You can't really get tunnel vision, because if you get tunnel vision in Rainbow Six Siege, you're really gonna get killed a lot at the end of the day. So try not to have tunnel vision, guys, and eyes and ears is very, very important for Rainbow Six Siege. Now guys, obviously having the accuracy, you're going to have really, really good accuracy in Rainbow Six Siege to be able to compete with other players and actually be successful in this game. Now being accurate, guys, is very, very important. You have to be more accurate than the other player, just because at the end of the day, if you miss a lot of shots, they're going to probably kill you just because you're in the middle of a reload because you missed all your shots or something like that, guys. And not only that, guys, I would definitely recommend to you, if you're a newcomer to Rainbow Six Siege, play certain Battlefield games or Call of Duty games. If you're good at Call of Duty, you should be pretty good at Rainbow Six. But in my opinion, guys, Battlefield 1 made my accuracy absolutely insanely good. It made it so much better in my opinion. So the accuracy is very, very important in Rainbow Six Siege, so you got to make sure you have that top notch. Now guys, one of the most important elements in this game and key features that you have to understand is calmness. You have to be really, really calm in Rainbow Six Siege, because at the end of the day, if you're not calm during a certain situation, if you're trying to ace a whole team, you have to be really calm and collective. You can't be freaking out, not knowing what to do. Think about what's going on in the situation that you can get yourself out of to be able to, win the round potentially, or the game for your teammates. So calmness, guys, is always important in Rainbow Six Siege. I say that because, if you're not calm, you're not going to be able to think. If you're not going to be able to think, you're not going to be able to win. Usually, that's, 9 out of 10 times that's what's going to happen. So being calm, guys, is very, very important. So always remember that. Now guys, communication. Communication is always key in Rainbow Six Siege, although there's not a lot of communication in Rainbow Six Siege as far as, playing in like a game chat or something like that. Not many people do that. Most people party up in certain parties to be able to understand what's going on and to be able to communicate with each other. So communication is a big key in my opinion, although sometimes it could really hurt the team, especially when certain callouts are incorrect. They give false callouts that are not very helpful for the team and can eventually get you killed at the end of the day. It can get you killed in Rainbow Six Siege. So communication is always key, but communication has to be very, very accurate. It cannot be messed up. You can't say somebody's in the room to the left but they're in the room to the right. Just things like that, guys, is very, very important in Rainbow Six Siege. Now guys, each operator tactics, you have to understand their tactics and the way they work. Obviously they're going to have different tactics than everybody else, so each operator tactics, guys, is very, very important. Say you're running Frost and you use the bear traps. Okay, it's very, very important to think about where you can put those bear traps. Okay, you can set the shield in the doorway and then set a welcome mat behind it, and they jump over it, and there's nothing they could do besides maybe shoot it out, but they may not see it at the time. Just things like that, guys. Even with Caveira, be really, really sneaky with your flanks and tactics, guys. So it's always important to learn the tactics with each operator. Even if it's glitches or whatnot, it doesn't really matter. You need to learn them to be able to give you that upper hand against the enemy. So just think about that, guys, with your tactics. And the last and final thing today, guys, I want to talk about the flanks. The flanks are very, very important in my opinion, because if you don't really learn the flanks in Rainbow Six Siege, it's not going to be very, very useful for you. Being able to win certain matches, you need to learn certain flanks. Although the game is not really intended to roam, but people are going to do it anyways. It's mainly to protect a certain objective and stay in that room. But learning flanks, guys, is very, very important, especially if you're running with Caveira or Bandit or something like that. It really doesn't matter. Somebody that's really quiet with their flanks is really, really good. Okay, I would definitely not recommend you guys running across the map, running downstairs. Do not do that. Just crouch walk, or just be a little bit sneakier, unless you're Caveira with her special ability. And a lot of instances, guys, I've seen a lot of people just run across the map trying to get a flank on, but the enemy team's going to hear you. They're going to 9 out of 10 times hear you because you're running across the map. You have to be really sneaky in this game, guys. And I've seen a lot of people do this because they think they're just godlike. they're not godlike. They're going to be able to be heard, and it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. And that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be a lot of new changes coming to Rainbow Six Siege in the future, so just be aware of that, guys. The game can change over the course of time, so just be aware of that, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I will catch you guys in the next one. This is Duckshots signing off.